Heather Dawson, and welcome to RC Spotlight, an exciting program highlighting businesses here in Rancho Cucamonga. Another reason to work, play, and live in our beautiful city. Well, it's one of the sweetest businesses at Victoria Gardens. Let's go inside the pie hole.
So the Pie Hole started in October 2011 in downtown Los Angeles in the Arts District. It was a dream come true of Pie Mom. She always wanted to open a pie shop, so she partnered up with her son and her son's best friend, and that was the birth of the Pie Hole. Pie Hole Rancho has been open for over a year. They opened right before the holidays, wanted to share the love of pie, and here we are today. You know, community is really what we're all about. So when it came to being able to collaborate with local businesses, we did it with beer. We've got breweries from Temecula, Rancho Cucamonga, of course, right? And also Claremont. We also work with Klatch Coffee. They source all our beans and help us roast our coffee, and they're a Rancho Cucamonga local as well. So when it comes to being part of the community, we try in every step of the way to really be part of the community, partner with local businesses, and really just heighten the experience by working locally. I think the Rancho family base loves us here. I mean, we're exceptionally excited to be part of the community. There's a lot of people who move away from the city and relocate in Rancho, and they have a taste of LA, but most importantly, we're focused in being part of the community here and sharing pie, coffee, and just an overall experience. And we think the community's received us very, very well. It's definitely a place where you could visit for a late night treat, but it's also a place where you could have breakfast, brunch, dinner, lunch, whatever you want, we've got it for you.
Hi guys, we're the owners here at Victoria Gardens Pie Hole. We'd like to invite you guys to visit our location. My name is Sunny.
My name is Daman. So if you guys ever need all of your breakfast, lunch, or dinner needs, or dessert needs, we got you guys covered here. Thank you.
And now let's check out Firehouse Subs.
My name is Mike Label, and I'm the general manager of Firehouse Subs in Rancho Cucamonga. So basically the creators of Firehouse, they were born and raised firemen, their family were firemen, they were raised in a firehouse, and when they decided to go into the food industry, they decided to take that fireman aspect with them and create this concept of Firehouse. So we do have our Public Safety Foundation. Every guest we ask them to round up. Just a small little donation. It definitely goes to help first responders and life-saving equipment and things like that. The community is great. They keep us busy, definitely, and they're very friendly, and there's a lot of people here in Rancho that love to give back, and it's definitely something that we take pride in. So we do have about 10 signature sandwiches. Every sandwich here is fantastic. The beef and cheddar brisket is probably our #1. It's a nice brisket barbecue sandwich. And then second to that is probably our turkey bacon ranch, which is very, very popular. So we do specialize in hot sandwiches. So your sandwich is going to come piping hot right out of our steamers. We're going to toast the bread separately, so when that thing comes out, it's going to come together and build a beautiful sandwich. You're going to get a hot sandwich, nothing, but you can get it cold if you like, but hot's definitely the way to go.
Well, Shogun is now open here in Rancho Cucamonga, and we take you inside.
Shogun is known for its teppanyaki, which is steak and sushi as well. The unique thing about Shogun is the teppanyaki grills that we have, where they cook everything in front of you. Everything does get prepared fresh here. Every morning they come in, they butcher the steaks, clean out the shrimps, cut the lobsters as well. Along with that, they make our sauces, our homemade sauces fresh. We also have a full bar, from draft beers to bottled Sapporos, bottled Kiehls, Bud Lights, Coors Lights, Michelob Ultras. We also have hard liquor as well, which is from the basic rums to the cognacs or brandies.
I am Alex Reyes, and my husband is Jeff Reyes, and we own New Color Screen Printing and Embroidery, but don't let the name fool you, because we do more than that. I do paper printing, banners, signs. We are very creative. I have a staff that's here full-time. We are very involved in quality control and providing what customer expected. Me and my husband believe that working hard is important. It shows integrity, and it just makes you feel good overall about your final product. Me and my husband grew up in Rancho Cucamonga, went to many of the schools here, graduated here, decided to get married here, raise a family here, and start a business here. Our passion is the city. It's a small, tight-knit city, lots of small businesses, and it's just been working for us for the past 20 years. Working in Rancho, Usually we're gonna get a lot of people from the community and from the city, and it's awesome. Some of them can be neighbors, some of them could be people I meet at the store. I'm involved in some activities and groups in Rancho Cucamonga, so it's always good to even know my clients before they come in. Every year we fundraise for breast cancer, and anybody that really wants to approach us and needs help fundraising, we have really good ideas, so we can help out with that.
So my name is Blake Brewer. I'm one of the owners of UbaTuba Acai. We opened up here about 3 to 4 months ago. You know, the reason my wife and I chose Rancho Cucamonga as our place where we wanted to come was, you know, we are actually both born and raised here in the area. You know, our whole family's here. We moved out to LA in about 2011, and we found UbaTuba out there, and we thought, you know, we'd bring a new healthy option to Rancho Cucamonga. Something new, something refreshing and healthy. UbaTuba itself, we are a family-oriented place. You know, it's just me and my wife as the owners here. We are all about having, you know, community together and enjoying something we all like.
I think it's really great. It's in Victoria Gardens. I don't really know too many other acai places around, which I really love acai. I usually only find it in Los Angeles, to be honest, not in Rancho Cucamonga. So it's a great location, really good. This is my first time here, so I was impressed.
East Coast meets West Coast skincare here at the very first location of Kiehls in the Inland Empire. Established way back in 1851 as an old world apothecary that later evolved into a pharmacy in New York City's East Village, Kiehls has since become a leader in skin and beauty care and expanded to over 79 locations nationwide, with the newest one in Victoria Gardens in Rancho Cucamonga.
There is deep-rooted community here, and I think it pays homage back to our humble beginnings in, you know, the corner of 3rd and 13th, where our flagship still resides in New York. We love, you know, custom tailoring the skincare regimen to locals, and there is a huge local, deep-rooted community here in Rancho, and it was a natural progression to open here.
With Southern California weather comes lots of beautiful days and sunshine, but also an increased need for skin or hair care, of which Kiehls offers a variety of specialized products to fit any SoCal local's needs.
If you're living out west, I would say the most important thing is going to be sun protection. Sun protection is the cornerstone of any healthy skincare regimen. And living in the desert or an arid climate, and you know, people still love the sun out here on the West Coast, you've got to protect that skin. So we have an array of products. We have different categories within the collection of Kiehls. We have something called Healthy Skin. Healthy Skin is comprised of serums, amazing moisturizers, eye treatments, treatment oils for the skin, and of course that insurance policy is your SPF.
And if you think that creams and lotions are just for the ladies, think again. Kiehls has a leading baby, pet, and men's care line that includes beard grooming oils and lotions that have become increasingly popular.
This is our men's shave bar, and we dedicate this area to our men patrons. Here the men will be educated on grooming tips, shaving tips and tricks, and men need skincare too. Men's skin physiology is a little bit different. They have thicker, oilier skin. They actually have more collagen, so they're slower to age. But because of that, when they do age, it's very rapid. So preventative care is essential for men.
But it isn't only Kiehl's humble beginnings and original products that makes it stand out amongst its competition. It's the unique atmosphere it creates, from the neon lights to the quirky decor, and this guy, known as Bones, the skeleton mascot that pays homage to the company's pharmaceutical roots.
There's a lot of elements that really set us apart from our competition. First and foremost, I would say our longevity and our history. We've been around for 165 years, so we know a little something about skincare. But something unique to Kiehls, we were founded as an old world apothecary. So we use high concentrations of natural ingredients, essential oils, botanicals, but then our founding fathers were degreed pharmacists. So we marry those high concentrations of natural ingredients with science, innovation, and technology, and when you pair those elements together, you get highly efficacious skincare.
For more information on Kiehls and their products, visit www.kiehls.com or drop by the new location off Main Street in Victoria Gardens. Bringing you the best of California from Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Conchetta DeLuco with RC Spotlight.
All right, so our first stop brings us to the Hamilton Family Brewery, and I'm here with Sage, who's the tasting room manager. And Sage, tell me a bit about the environment here at the Hamilton Family Brewery.
So here at Hamilton Family Brewery, our motto is love people, love beer. We are all about the craft beer aspects. We're also all about the people. We're definitely about our community, family oriented. We love having people bring in their kids, their dogs, come in and enjoy a beer.
So what is it about, let's say, craft beer and microbreweries that has made it so successful, you think, here in Rancho Cucamonga?
I feel like because we didn't have that before, we were the first, and we did start about 2 years ago, and it definitely caught on. Now there are, I think, 4 or so more breweries and more to come. So I think it's just new and exciting and something that Rancho didn't have before.
All right, I'm here with Sergio, and he's a aficionado, I would say, of local breweries. Is that true?
Local breweries, craft breweries, yeah.
And what brings you to the Hamilton Family Brewery?
Double Mango IPA. I saw it on Yelp, so I had to come and check it out.
All right, so our next stop brings us to the Kiehls Brewing Company. So let's go on in and check it out. We're here with Jeremiah and Dee. They're the owners of the Kiehls Brewing Company. So tell me, guys, what's up with the Kiehls Brewing Company? Why'd you guys get started here in Rancho Cucamonga?
Well, we actually were going to start in another city, and they weren't as welcoming as Rancho Cucamonga was, being that there was a few breweries already open. So that's what made us come to Rancho. I believe it's the popularity of craft itself, you know, the beer in general. You know, there's different beers coming to this area, different beers that have already been here. You have sour beers coming. Our thing is East Coast juice bombs. So, I mean, everybody has their own particular style, and all of them together, you know, make what it is, the scene here in Rancho Cucamonga.
What's the juice bomb? Tell me about that.
It's a East Coast style, not as bitter, not as dry. I mean, you're not thirsty after you drink it. It's real refreshing. That is actually the most popular beer. Yeah.
Tell me about the ambient here. What's it like here at Kiehls Brewing Company?
Well, we like it to be, first and foremost, a place where you come with your family, with your kids, hang out, have dinner, grab a beer, you know, play a board game, bring your dog. You know, it's definitely a family environment.
Coming in at number 3 on our craft beer tour is the No Clue Brewery, so let's go check it out. Okay, so we're here with Heather. She's the tasting room lead.
No Clue Brew is a couple of brothers that decided to homebrew together, and they entered the Hangar 24 homebrew competition and won gold medal with our Saison, which is included in our flight here. And from there, they decided to open up a brewery. So the Cucamonga Valley has always been known for wine. It's always been vineyards, and I think it's great that it's actually turning into the craft beer center. So we now have 3 breweries with 3 more opening up, and I couldn't be more happier.
In all, the city has approved the permits for 7 breweries, making Rancho Cucamonga one of San Bernardino County's cities with the most breweries. Some new breweries we have to look forward to in the coming months include Solorio Brewing Company, Grabbrewski Beer Company, and Rowdy's Brew Company. So grab your friends and family and get ready to tour Rancho Cucamonga. Reporting for RC Spotlight, I'm Marco Gutierrez.
If you've been to Ontario Mills recently, you might have noticed something new. Other than a department store or restaurant, the Greater Ontario Convention and Visitors Bureau opened the California Welcome Center earlier this summer.
The California Welcome Center is really for the entire state. So in addition to our region of the state, we're also promoting all of the benefits of California. So California, as you know, is one of the largest economies in the world, not just in the United States of America. This particular region of the state and of the county, Southern California, has a lot of assets. And why is the location here important? Because this is the gateway to many other parts of the state and of the region. For example, you're 30 minutes from downtown Los Angeles, you're 30 minutes from Disneyland, you're about an hour from skiing, you're an hour from Palm Springs, an hour from San Diego, you're less than an hour to the beach. So this central location and we'll call it the hub and spoke system, meaning like an airline, you can kind of start here and go everywhere from here. So it's kind of centrally located, and I think that was a big reason we decided this was a good location, and I'm sure why the state of California decided that this was a good location to put the center.
The center offers tourists information on the state of California while highlighting the Inland Empire, including Rancho Cucamonga.
They could get just about anything they want here. They can get a ticket to Universal Studios, they can buy a ticket to Disney, they can get a ticket to one of our arena events as example of tickets available to you. You can also look on our site to find area or destination or regional information.
One feature that may stick out to visitors are the digital kiosk screens. This Welcome Center is the first in the state of California to have them.
So our guests here, when they come to the Welcome Center, actually don't take a brochure necessarily. They might take one of our visitor guides or other California information through the visitor guides, but most of the information they get will be digital. And we hope to expand this model within other locations within the Inland Empire or in the region.
It's not just tourists or those living in Ontario who benefit from the new Welcome Center. The City of Rancho Cucamonga is in a partnership with the Greater Ontario Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Rancho Cucamonga and the City Council and Mayor have all been exceptional partners of ours. And why is this important? Well, Rancho Cucamonga no one knows the borders. So in other words, you could sit here and think you're in Ontario and yet you might be in Rancho or vice versa. So I think that's the first point. And remember, our partners include more than 60 hotels in both cities. That's unheard of for cities of this size, meaning these aren't large population cities, but they're large visitor cities because, of course, we have an airport and we have a convention center and we have an arena. So all of these things combined are why all this hotel development took place. In addition to, of course, all the huge warehousing we have out here in the Inland Empire.
Hotel revenue is only one of several benefits.
The way the hotel community and the cities benefit is through what we call economic impact. So everything that we bring, every visitor that comes to this Welcome Center and or goes to our airport or the arena or the convention center or other assets within the region generates tax dollars. So remember, that creates jobs. And another example I'll point out is the tourism and hospitality industry was the third largest growth industry this last year, of job creation. So one very big thing that it helps here in the Inland Empire, in the region, is through job creation. So the hospitality and tourism segment of our business creates a lot of jobs, which is why the cities love that. But also the visitors that we generate through our marketing and our sales initiatives bring other spending to the market.
The Welcome Center is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. For RC Spotlight, I'm Brooke Slyer.
The best coffee brewer in the United States is located right here in Rancho Cucamonga and works for our very own Klatch Coffee, located on the corner of Foothill and Carnelian. Our local brewer, Todd Goldsworthy, is hoping to turn his national title into a global one by traveling to Dublin, Ireland to compete in the World Brewers Cup Challenge with the hopes of becoming the best brewer in the world.
So the World Brewers Cup it's a combination of just brewing manual brewed coffee for 3 judges. It brings together, we got 38 countries coming together in Dublin this year, and each country has 1 representative who gets to come and showcase a coffee, talk about it for 10 minutes, brew cups for 3 different judges, and give them the opportunity to experience the coffee, experience who I am, and everything I did to get this coffee to them, and in the end, a great cup of coffee.
It is very exciting to have Todd representing Klatch in the World Brewers Championship because he's not just representing Klatch but the United States, and so we're so excited that he's part of our team. We're excited to team up with him and help him go as far as he can.
Goldsworthy had to compete and conquer several national competitions in order to be considered at the global level. While in Dublin, champions from each country will gather and brew a series of drinks in front of a panel of judges.
So while I'm there, I'll go through 2 different challenges. The first one is called the compulsory, which is a blind round, where when I arrive, I will be given a 12-ounce bag of coffee, and I will have only that 12-ounce bag of coffee to figure out the best way to brew it in what kind of brewing device, whatever kind of recipe I want, and be able to brew that blindly for 3 judges. The judges are actually behind a wall, so they don't get to see me, they don't get to see anything I do, so it's really all about what the coffee tastes like. And they'll score it on a 100-point scale and determine from there which of the brewers kind of brew a coffee the best. And then from that round, after that, a couple hours later actually, it's only actually about an hour and a half after I do that, I get to present a coffee. So I've brought a coffee with me to Dublin. That coffee I'll get to spend 10 minutes talking about and brewing for the judges, which is the coffee I'm going to brew for you here today.
After tasting Goldsworthy's signature blend, I knew that there really was something special about the way he brews his coffee. I asked him to give our viewers the inside scoop on how he crafts his drinks, and this is what he said.
So it's really just all about the details. So for me, it's every variable along the way I like to have control over and find what's going to be best for each coffee. So for this coffee in particular, I blended my own water. So I take distilled water, add some minerals to it, get it up to, for this one, it's for the coffee geeks out there, it's 105 parts per million of minerals inside the water. I heat it up to the right temperature. For this coffee, I heat it up to about 200 degrees, and I brew with that. Having my recipe, this is 27 grams of coffee, 350 milliliters of water. So it's my water, heated right, using the grinder I like, which is a conical burr grinder. So there's 2 different kinds. Commercial ones are flat burrs. Most home ones are actually conical burrs, and I prefer the conical burrs because they give me more complexity, a lot more flavor happening out of the cups, and so I really enjoy that out of the coffees.
So head on over to Rancho Cucamonga's Klatch Coffee to taste coffee brewed by the best the United States has to offer, listen to the city's talented during their open mic night events, and feel a sense of warmth as members of the community gather to enjoy good drinks and good times. To connect with Klatch or gather more information, visit their website at www.klatchroasting.com.
And that wraps up this edition of RC Spotlight, where we showcase how to live, work, and play in Rancho Cucamonga. If you tuned in late, don't worry. You can watch RC Spotlight on Channel 3 at 9 in the morning and 6 p.m. every day except for Wednesday. And you can also watch online. Check out our new blog, rcspotlight.com. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.